He scored or assisted on 74 of the Nets' 114 points. This is the easy money sniper.
It's a physical team, and his hamstring is one of those injuries that, it takes a while to heal. But he came out there and toughed it out, and had 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Missed some good looks all night, and I know his legs gonna get back under him over, as time. Next few days or so. So hopefully next game he start to knock some of those shots he usually make down. And we got our work cut out for us in Game 6, man. It's gonna be the toughest game of the year.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Kevin, obviously James wasn't himself in terms of his ability to drive to the basket, and that seemed to throw you guys off in the first half. Was there a conscious decision that you made, just to sort of initiate the offense and to go through you again to get it going in the second half the way you did?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to, we know he's coming off a tough injury and being out for so long, and we trust James handling the ball and setting people up so much that we probably put too much on him in that first half. But I think he settled down in the second, got his legs, got his rhythm, and I was able to help him a little bit as well, handling the ball. So did Landry, so did Bruce, so did Jeff. I think we all took turns, so we're going to need that going forward.
Christian Winfield with the New York Daily News.
Hey, Kevin, just how do you feel after having a game like this? Not necessarily physically, although you played 48 minutes, but like mentally and emotionally, how do you feel after hanging 49 and 48 minutes?
I mean, we got another game. We got to travel tomorrow, and we got a Game 6. I mean, I can't celebrate because we won the game. We got another game to try to finish it out.
One more.
One more, please.
Hey, kid. Yeah, we'll take one more.
Vincent Goodwill, Yahoo Sports.
Hey, Kevin, I'm just curious, when you were reading the game early on and you were being more facilitator than scorer, was that something that you plan to do from the start of the game, just sort of to read it, to get Jeff involved, to get easier looks for everybody else, and then sort of rev it up in the second half? Because that's the way it looked like it played out.
Yeah, it did look that way, but I didn't plan on doing that. I mean, I always try to be aggressive to get to my spots to score, and I think that settles my teammates down as well. But, this team does a lot of helping and a lot of swarming in the previous games. I forced a couple shots over 2 people, and I threw out for a hockey assist maybe tonight. So, just keep watching films, keep seeing where the defense coming from, and but at the end of the day, I still got to be aggressive.
Alex Schiffer, The Athletic.
Hey, Kevin, I got 2 for you. You talked about playing the whole game. Did you tell Steve before the game, I can go as long as you need me to, or was it you looked up at one point and realized you hadn't come out and realized you were good? I guess, what was the dialogue like about you playing the whole game, and Steve said that you were cool with it?
Yeah, we never talked about it. I mean, Coach, we always had dialogue about minutes throughout the season of maybe you should pull me here for a couple minutes, or maybe you should keep me in. And so tonight I went to him, and him and Coach Vaughn just asked me if I needed a couple and that they were going to take me out. And I was like, yo, if y'all don't need to, I'm cool. I think I can kind of tough it out from here. But I was cool with anything they wanted to do, and they decided to keep me in.
And then just Jeff gave you guys some big shots. If you could kind of speak to his performance.
Yeah, I mean, he came out there and set the tone for us at the 3-point line to start the game. And I think we fed off of that, 7 for 8 from the 3 for him, and off the bench. I mean, that was huge for us. And we needed every one of those shots. Even you got Landry came in and knocked down some good ones. Blake had knocked down some shots too, because they just feel like they're just leaving them open. So, we're gonna need that in Game 6. Everybody contributing, but more so than anything, playing with that energy that we did.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Kevin, those conversations with Steve and with Jacques, at what point were those where you were saying, no, if you don't need to take me out, I can do this, I can handle it? You remember
I think it was somewhere in third or fourth quarter, but we always talking. I mean, I can't remember, but we always having dialogue over there, and that was one of those conversations. I don't remember what time, but I just remember having that with those two, letting them know that whatever they needed me to do, I was cool with. If they want me to stay in, if they want to come out for a couple minutes to get, I was cool with anything. So I'm glad they kept me in, though.
Cassidy Hubbard, ESPN.
Katie, I'm sure a lot of people said a lot of great things about your performance tonight in the locker room, but was there anything specific you said to James and Jeff about what they did in this game tonight?
I mean, we all encourage each other all the time. So as the game was going on, we always tell Jeff, keep being aggressive, keep shooting. James, we checking on him every time out to see if how he's feeling, especially with handling the ball and with Drew Holiday pressuring him full court. But after the game, guys were just, happy that James out there playing again, but also want him to, take care of himself this next 24 hours so he can get ready. And for Jeff, we were just excited that he came out there, especially after being out since, for a couple weeks as well. He came out there and had a nice impact, impacted the game pretty nicely. So, like I said earlier, we're not celebrating too much, but we were excited for guys coming into the locker room, and we know that we got to, put this behind us and get ready for Game 6.
Brian Mahoney, AP.
Hey, Kevin, I know you say things like, always whatever the team needs, but have you ever felt like it was done that much? Between obviously having to rebound against Brook Lopez, also kind of being the distributor when James wasn't 100% beyond just the scoring?
I mean, I've always been. I mean, I know the perception of me is that I can score the basketball well, but, any team that I've played on, I've been asked to do pretty much everything from rebounding to defending to initiating. To scoring. I might not be, I might not do it all the time, but I do a little bit of everything out there. So I knew at some point that coach would ask me to screen, rebound, defend, bring the ball up, score, shoot threes. So I just work on everything I can and practice. And when the game comes around, I just got to be ready to pull, be ready to do anything. So tonight was one of those nights.
Ian O'Connor, New York Post.
Kevin, just to follow up on James, when you have a teammate out there effectively playing 46 minutes on one leg, how much did that inspire your own performance?
It inspired me, this morning when he said he was giving it a go and he was thinking about giving it a go. I think all of us felt like, first we, wanted him to be healthy and make sure this is the right decision for him. But once he got out there and tested it out, we were all happy for him, and we knew that would give us an extra spark. So, it was one of those performances from James that, in the stat sheet, it may not look like it was great, but just his energy, his talk, his communication throughout the whole game was just on point. So I'm glad he was out there with us, and can't wait for Game 6.
Stephen Bondi with the Daily News.
Hey, Kevin, you've obviously had a lot of amazing performances in your career. With scoring 49 points, triple-double in Game 5 with, two of your best teammates hobbled. Does this rank up there with some of your best?
I don't be honest, I don't even rank or, look at performances. Once they happen, I just try to move on and see if I can do it again. It was a fun game to be a part of. There was a lot of games in my career that I felt like was just as fun. So, I'm sure when I reflect on it, we can talk about it then. But for now, it was great that we got the W.